In the world of anime power scaling, there is one ultimate rule that Dragon Ball fans always lean on. Speed is king. The conventional wisdom tells us that Goku, even back in the Saiyan saga, moves so fast that he exists between the very frames of reality. The logic dictates a simple outcome. Goku speed blitzes Luffy, landing a continent-cracking punch before the rubber boy can even blink. But today, we are throwing conventional logic out the window. Because when you enter the realm of Gear 5, speed doesn't just lose its value, it becomes entirely irrelevant. To understand why, we need to look at how physics works. In a standard fight, speed equals kinetic energy. When Goku delivers a light speed strike packed with Kaioken multipliers, it carries enough devastating force to shatter a planet. But against Gear 5, you aren't fighting a physical body. You are fighting Toon physics. Luffy doesn't tank damage. His body completely absorbs and redirects it. Think about Jim Carrey in The Mask, or classic Popeye logic. When Kaido struck Luffy with maximum haki, Luffy's skull didn't break. It literally wrapped around the weapon. In this matchup, the harder and faster Goku hits, the more elastic energy Luffy stores. Goku isn't just punching a rubber man, he's feeding a living black hole of kinetic momentum. Goku's incredible speed doesn't destroy Luffy, it just makes Luffy's counterattack twice as violent. Let's break down the actual combat metrics. If we look at their base forms, Luffy actually holds a massive structural advantage. Goku's early Z defense relies on external physical durability and ki barriers. But Luffy's advanced Busoshoku Haki allows him to bypass external armor entirely, destroying his target from the inside out. This means in a pure hand-to-hand exchange, Luffy's strikes are infinitely more lethal to a Saiyan's internal organs. Now, yes, Goku's peak destructive output with a maximum Kaioken Kamehameha hits a staggering planetary tier, outscaling Luffy's Bajrang gun in raw mathematical force. But power scaling isn't just about who can blow up a bigger rock. It's about how that power interacts. For years, Western anime communities claimed that the One Piece universe maxed out at multi-continental scaling, but the latest chapters from the Elbaf arc completely rewrote the meta. With Skopper Gaben explicitly confirming that Prince Loki possesses a world-destroying, apocalyptic level of strength, and with top-tier figures like Shanks directly managing threats of this magnitude, the scaling has shifted. Luffy is no longer just fighting for islands. He is actively entering the planetary tier of narrative power. When Gear 5 faces a world-ending threat in Elbaf, the gap between a Saiyan planet buster and the Sun God Nika doesn't just narrow. It practically evaporates. So, what happens when a Saiyan's ultimate speed meets a god's ultimate freedom? Goku's speed cannot save him because he is bringing a linear, physical answer to a conceptual nightmare. You cannot outrun an imagination that has no limits. You cannot vaporize a man who can grab your energy beams and turn them into playground toys. Goku doesn't lose because he's weak. He loses because Gear 5 forces him into a genre where his strength becomes his biggest liability. But what do you think? Can the Saiyan pride overcome the Sun God's laughter? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Check out our breakdown playlist, and we will see you in the next analysis.